Why? Waiting for the right time is often just procrastination. I'm waiting for the right time. It sounds strategic. It sounds disciplined. It sounds wise. But psychologically, it is often something else. Avoidance dressed as timing. Here's the research-backed breakdown. 1. The myth of the perfect moment. Humans overestimate their ability to identify optimal timing. Research on forecasting errors by Philip Tetlock shows that even experts struggle to predict complex future events accurately. Yet individuals believe, when conditions improve, I'll act. When volatility drops, I'll enter. When I feel ready, I'll start. The assumption is, clarity will arrive. In reality, uncertainty is constant. Waiting for certainty often means waiting forever. 2. Emotional avoidance disguised as strategy. Procrastination research by Timothy Pychyl demonstrates that delay is usually about mood regulation, not time management. We don't delay because timing is wrong. We delay because emotions feel uncomfortable. Common hidden emotions. Fear of loss. Fear of failure. Fear of regret. Fear of being wrong. Instead of saying, I'm anxious, we say, it's not the right time. The language changes. The emotion remains. 3. Loss aversion and the illusion of safety. Behavioral economists Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky showed that people feel losses more intensely than equivalent gains. So when someone waits for better timing, they are often trying to avoid potential regret. But markets, careers, and skill-building environments are dynamic. Avoiding short-term discomfort often sacrifices long-term opportunity. 4. The action bias paradox. Humans have action bias, the tendency to prefer action over inaction. But there is a paradox. Sometimes, waiting is actually harder than acting. So people redefine delay as analysis. They research more, monitor more, refine plans endlessly. This creates the illusion of productivity without exposure to risk. It feels intelligent. It is often structured procrastination. 5. Perfectionism as a delay mechanism. Research on perfectionism shows that waiting for ideal conditions reduces the psychological risk of failure. If you never start, you never fail. If I had started at the perfect time, it would have worked. This protects ego. It transfers responsibility to timing instead of decision-making. 6. The dopamine of planning. Neuroscience research shows that planning activates reward circuits. Planning feels productive, but execution creates vulnerability. So individuals stay in the planning phase, convincing themselves they are waiting strategically. The brain gets reward. The goal remains untouched. 7. In uncertain systems, there is no perfect entry. In complex systems, markets, careers, creative work, information is incomplete. Volatility is normal. Conditions constantly shift. Waiting for ideal alignment assumes a level of predictability that rarely exists. Often, progress requires acting under uncertainty. Key distinction. Strategic waiting has predefined criteria, has a clear time horizon, has measurable triggers. Procrastination disguised as timing is vague, is emotionally driven, has no objective entry rule. One is structured, the other is indefinite. Final insight. Waiting for the right time becomes procrastination when the criteria are unclear. The delay reduces anxiety. The decision keeps moving forward. Certainty becomes the requirement. In uncertain environments, clarity rarely comes before action. More often, clarity comes after commitment.